It's Alex, and I'm not in my hallway, only because it's full of stuff. There's no room for me. My hair's a mess. I need a shower. Oh, there's Arlo. Hello, Arlo. But yeah, there's no point in me showering because I need to just go and do a little job. Raimi has been driving the Herald to and from work for the past 5 days. 5 days that car has been driving and not breaking down, which is amazing. So we're just going to go and have a look to see how many miles he's done. You see, we're super secure here, and he's locked it. Wow, he has done 400 miles exactly. 400 miles. Wow, that's amazing. It's still not running great, apparently. It doesn't like motorways. He reckons it boiled over. But only once when he was on the motorway, and after that it was fine. But he said it boiled over, but he said the temperature gauge didn't go hot, so I don't really know what he's on about. Oh, look, the cat's going to be run over. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I think it's because this car doesn't have a header tank, and it just vents out to atmosphere like my P4, and I don't think Raimi's used to that. I presume that's what it was. What was the other thing? I think it's been fine. He's just had to top up the coolant. Apart from that, I think it's been okay. Just still a bit rough on idle. So I'll have a look under the bonnet, then we'll start it up, listen to it. And a very kind viewer, Dave, has lent me his carburetor from his Triumph, and he knows that his carburetor worked on his Triumph. So we'll bolt it onto this and see, well, if it makes a difference. If it doesn't make a difference to the running of it, then we know it's not the carburetor after all. But it's worth a try, isn't it? Because I'm messing about with the Triumph, he's had to borrow my Marina to go to the shops. And I must stop using this mug. It's nearly 6 years out of date. Top security. Right, let's have a look in there. Oh, it's still got an engine. Put some oil in the dash pot. There we go. Okay. Put that in there. Let's see if it's done. Raimi did warn me, the ignition switch, when you turn it to crank, it doesn't actually crank, so you have to crank it at the start solenoid. Hey, that don't sound bad. farty. I think it's still taking in too much fuel, you know. I'll just go for a ride around the block. Shove my camera stand in. Shove your legs in. Look, the car's so small it doesn't fit. There we go. Oh, that's not shut. We'll give it a run around the block so the plugs aren't all fouled up. And then we'll come back and put the other carburetor on. The pedals are really offset to the steering wheel. It's like my legs are diagonal. It's not a comfortable seating position. No, it just feels so unsafe. I don't know why Raimi likes it. How do we turn the wipers on? Oh, there they go. Oh, we won't worry about that. It's wet inside. It's like driving a cardboard box with an engine. Oh my god. This is terrifying. I can't believe he goes all the way to Bristol and back in this. 400 miles. 400 miles in this. You've got to be mad. He must look like a complete madman driving this. Oh dear me. The seating, the whole setup of this car. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I'm way too close to this door. My legs are at an angle which is uncomfortable for my hip. It is just no. Just no. I'm pretty sure you can't adjust the back on these. So I have to sit reclined. Everything's rattling, creaking. I want my Marina back. Where's the gear stick? I mean, it goes well, but then why wouldn't it? It's so light, it wouldn't take much power to push it along. But it's so, like, what's the word? Like a dinosaur, you know? And to think that this is newer than both of my Rovers, and only, what? I can't remember the registration of it. Is it just like 2 or 3 years older than the Marina? Oh man. The clutch is judgery. I'll go down here by my van. Where's reverse? I don't know. Oh, there it is. You push down. Oh my god, it does not like going backwards. Oh my god. Yeah, at least down here I'm not going to upset the neighbours too much with me fiddling about with it. Oh, handbrake's good. That's about the only thing. And to be fair, we've had a lot of rain, and Rami left the window open, and the floors are pretty dry, so I think those door seals that we fitted not long ago must have done the job, you know. There's a little bit of wetness around the driver's footwell, but that looks like it's something to do with the excessive amounts of wetness on the windscreen. Oh yeah, let's not poke that hole up there. Right, let's listen to it running now. So yeah, this is after a drive, and you can hear it's still really farty. No soot. Does smell a little bit fuely. Well, let's go and get the Dave's Carb and fit it to this and see if it improves it. One thing I want to do before we change the carbs over is just to have a look at one of the spark plugs to see what mess it's in. It is a bit sooty. It is rather sooty. Right, we'll have all them out then. Be a bit warm. We'll clean them. Put a new carb on, or the other carb, and then we'll see how it runs. Right, so this is the carburetor I just took off. This is the carburetor that's Dave's. And apparently this come off a working car. Still got dashboard oil in it. I guess just bolt it straight on and see what happens. Right then, so Dave's carburetor is on. I haven't touched any of the settings. It's got dashboard oil in it now, and I might just give the pump a little prime, so I can't imagine there's much fuel in the flow. There we go. I'm not putting the air filter on for a minute. Clean these plugs. Put them in. And then we'll see what it's like. God damn it. Still sounds lumpy. Still a bit farty. I'll just tweak the mixture and the timing a bit more. It's still a bit farty, but it's better than it was. I think it's time for a test drive. I mean, it's driving okay. As it was before, really. It was only on idle that it was sort of farting. But I have tweaked the timing, so I just want to go around the block and make sure it's not pinking or anything. I might have retarded it too much actually, so it might be a bit sluggish. I can't tell at the minute because I'm stuck behind this lorry. Right, here we go. This is the test. smoother, I must say. Makes me think the plugs aren't getting as sooty, but it might just be because the idle's a bit high. Right, definitely idling high. Let's have a listen to it. Yeah, he's still farty. I don't think we can blame that carburetor after all, because we know Dave's is good, and I've tweaked the mixture, I've tweaked the timing, and it's still a bit pooey. So I think, honestly, I think the head needs to come off, and I think the valves are a bit poorly myself, the way it's acting. Oh well, joys of the Triumph, eh? But it still goes, it still drives okay, it's just idling a bit poo, which makes me think that on idle, like when you rev it, the valves are going so fast, it's not really noticeable, but I think on idle the valves aren't like shutting properly or something. I don't know, but something's not right, because it's just not being smooth, and even when I get it to be reasonably smooth, it becomes unsmooth. Bloody Triumph. So I've just weakened the mixture by 1 turn, which is how David had his set up. It didn't make much difference. It just doesn't seem to respond to anything I do with the carburetor, which makes me think there's something else going on. And it's like the only thing I haven't investigated is the actual head. This door won't stay open. Yeah, oh well. I mean, it runs, it drives. For now. It's not awful, but it's not right, and I don't like it when things aren't right. But okay, I'll put Rainey's carb back on and tell Dave he can have his carburetor back. Well, at least I got the mixture right on Dave's carb, because the spark plugs are pretty much spot on. They're not sooty or anything. So that's one good thing, but it still runs a bit poo. So I'll put Rainey's carb back on. We'll see if we can maybe lean it off a bit, because I think it was a bit rich. And it'll just have to go with it until we can get the head off and check it out. I mean, this looks like it's got a bit of a nasty leak down there. I don't like the look of. Look. See, it's all oily down there. There, look. Gross. Yeah. I think that's coming from the head. There must be some sort of O-ring in there. I haven't really looked. So, yeah, I said to Raimi, I said, really, this car needs a lot of attention. It doesn't necessarily need a lot of money, because obviously we can do the work. Well, I can do the work myself. But it's going to need time, and it's going to need time off the road. It's annoying. But if this car can last until the end of the month, when he puts his yellow MG in for MOT, then happy days. He can go back to using a modern vehicle. He might not, he might keep using this until it explodes or something. But if you're interested in buying this, let us know. Because he might be selling it at some point. He said he was thinking about selling it in April, but we'll see. Hello, Arlo. a beige cat with a beige car. Hello, little slag. How are you? He is a slag. Look, hang on. Look. Slag cat, aren't you? Must be something about this car and soup. Every time I work on it, I end up having leeking potato soup. Raimi very kindly brought it down because I've been down here fiddling with it. I haven't had any lunch. Oh, I've got the original carb back on now. So I'm going to try and tweak this now and try and weaken it off if I can, so those plugs don't go sooty again. Oh, I must get maybe an ignition switch or something, even if I just bypass this. And I fit another little under the dash switch, so he's got a starter button or something. Yeah, it's just giving up cranking it altogether. Okay, what a cranker. Good job it's got this little button under the bonnet, isn't it? Not all the new solenoids have those on. Click vroom. For a farty little car, it does start alright, you know. Right. Time to have a little fiddle. Oh yeah, by the way, Dave, very kindly, I haven't looked in the box. He gave me, well, he didn't give me, but there was a box of spare parts that I could sift through. And also, he's given us a bumper end cap. Because look, it's missing. Screws there, but it's missing. So, brilliant. It won't look like a complete tramp. Although it kind of does, because it's got that embellisher missing still. Okay, I've leaned the mixture off. It don't sound bad, you know. I think it likes the idea of having its bumper cap. Do you like him? Is that what you want? You just want to look pretty? Is that what it is? Yeah, I think he does. He just spoke to me. Did you hear it? Now, if I lift the lift pin up, that tells me that that's running too lean. But when I adjusted it so that lift pin was telling me it's the correct mixture, it was obviously too rich because the plugs were sooty. And it seems to be running better, leaner, which is a bit strange. How to stop your Triumph misfiring. Fit a new bumper end cap. Yeah, this screw is a bit long, isn't it? So, I presume this just sort of slides over this rubber cap. Oh. Go on, you. It's not quite going on enough. I think it's because it's bent. Let me try and unbend it. Slightly less bent now. Let's put it on this top piece first. Yeah. What's going on? Where's the hole? There it is. Not that washer though, because the screw goes straight through it. Hang on, another washer. Right. There's actually a piece of carburetor, but I tell you what, that's a perfect thing for holding that on. Now, you're going to run this, aren't you? Should be souped up now. both my Marina and my Allegro are super. Marina's an 1800 super and the Allegro is a 1300 super. Now we have a 1360 super Triumph. Leek and potato Herald. That's going to clatter around in there, isn't it? Okay, so test drive with... Oh, I've shut the bonnet. Come on, just start for me on the key. Go on. Go on. You know you want to. What is it? A dodgy wire or a dodgy switch? Probably get electrocuted now. God damn it! I have to get out. This car. Pardon me. I just spent ages trying to get the door to shut as well. The handle is in the wrong place. It should be here so I can give it a good pull. That's it, we're closed. Take 255. Herald tuning. Okay, I'm getting used to this now. I'm getting used to the driving position. It's weird. And I can't say I like it, but I'm getting used to it. Definitely feels like it's made of hard metal. listen to the exhaust before we do anything. Bumper cap's still there. And you don't sound that bad, really. You are farty, but I think it's been a lot worse. I mean, the engine sounds okay. Sorry, I'm struggling to open the bonnet. And the bonnet's not shaking around like a carrier bag like it used to. I think it's running quite smooth. Let's see what state the spark plug's in. Oh, well, looks okay. I think that's about the same as it was on Dave's carburetor now. So weird that the lift pin, when you lift that up, it's sort of saying, oh, I'm running too lean. But then you're riching it up just by a quarter of a turn, and then suddenly you've got sooty plugs. Oh well, I'll see how Rami goes with that. Thanks for watching. Bye.